You can't seduce God with seducing lips. You know, like you can some men out there. You tell them you tell them how good they look in a suit, and they give you a chicken burger because they're so deceived. Their ego. They looking for somebody to edify their ego. God ain't like that. You know, He ain't like that. But when you believe in Him, He'll do things for you. When you believe in Him, He'll move some mountains for you. He'll move some things out of the way that's standing in your way. You know, He'll make a way when there ain't no way. You show up to the Red Sea, and He'll part it out the way for you, because you there and you believe. You know what I mean? He'll do it if you believe. He'll do it if you believe, but you gotta believe. See, just with that little girl. See, her faith moved me. Her faith moved me. Her faith moved me because she believed so strongly that she was gonna pull a grown man wherever she went. I had no choice but to go wherever she went. She believed so strongly. I couldn't deny her because she believed so strongly. See, some prayers are based on belief. See, in the time before Christ, watch this. In the time before Christ, okay, the time before Christ, when nobody was good, nobody really was righteous for real. Nobody was really righteous for real. Nobody. A time before Christ, Abraham was called righteous. He was called righteous because of faith. His faith accredited him into righteousness. He's accredited righteousness because of his faith. You see, so in the eyes of God, before Christ even showed up to the scene, Abraham is righteous and right standing with God because he believed. Because he believed. See, you can change some things if you believe, right? If you believe, right, you can change some things. Okay? But if you don't believe, woe to you. Woe to you. But if you're still struggling with some things, pray about it. Pray about it. And do like the servant did with his son. Lord, help me with my unbelief. Help me with my unbelief. That needs to be some of y'all's cry out today. Help me with my unbelief. Help me. Help me with my unbelief. Help me with it. See, that's a faith prayer right there, because you're acknowledging the faith. You're acknowledging the problem. And then you're asking the Lord to help you with it. Help me with the unbelief. But in order for God to help you with the unbelief, you got to believe that He'll help you with the unbelief. You got to have faith that He'll help you with the unbelief. Watch it. Look at it. You got to have faith that He'll help you with the lack of faith. See, you need that faith. You can push a lot of things with just faith. You can push a lot of things. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. I've had a lot of meals that I couldn't buy. Had a lot of meals I couldn't buy because of the faith. I just had faith. You know what I mean? I had faith that if I do God's work, He'll take care of me. He'll take care of me. You know. So you know, when you get in this faith thing, see a lot of reason why people see how the lack of faith and pride is tied up together, because a lot of people lack faith because they trust in themselves so much that they can't trust in an invisible God, because they trust so much in what they can see that they can't trust in anything that they can't see. That's an arrogance problem. See, they can't. You ever heard the expression? I don't trust them further than I can throw them. You see what I mean? See. It's kind of. Look at this. See. Some people, all right. Some people because they lack the faith in God, they turn to themselves and trust in themselves. See, watch this. If you don't believe Christ can save you, if you don't believe that Christ can come and save your soul, okay, and purge you from all sin, what are you gonna do? If you want to be saved, you gonna probably try to work for yourself and try to obtain salvation through works, and your subconscious heart with not even knowing it, you have the doctrine right, you don't have the heart right, you're off. See, look, the Pharisees did this. The Pharisees had this problem. They believed in scriptures, but they didn't believe in Jesus. Jesus said eternal life is not found in the scriptures. Jesus said eternal life is found in Him. The scriptures testify of Jesus Christ. You see what I mean? Jesus condemned Pharisees for that. They were looking for eternal life through the scriptures, because through the scriptures they could read the scriptures, memorize the scriptures, believe in their own works, and they think that they're saved, but they're really not, because they're not trusting in the invisible God that they cannot see. You see what I mean? Anytime that you're trusting in something that you can see, you're not trusting in faith. You're not trusting in faith, because what? Faith is the substance of things not seen, the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. So if you're not looking at something, if you're not looking at something that's not seen, see, that's why it says set your mind on things above. Don't focus on the things that are seen, but things that are unseen. Because when you focus on the things that are seen, that's why you go and you'll pay $20 for a biscuit, and you'll believe in the $20 that you can buy that biscuit, even though you know the $20 doesn't mean anything, because you're deceived by your own eyesight. The just live by faith and not by sight. So you need to live by faith. And when you purchase that biscuit, don't put any regard towards it. Don't trust in the $20. Trust in the invisible God that He can make the people to make the biscuit. He can provide the people with the jobs so they can put the flour in the mixer to create the biscuit. And then He can have the people raise up the chickens in the farm, create the chickens, so that those chickens can lay eggs, so they can produce more chickens, so that chicken can be slaughtered someday and be put on the grill for you to eat and be put in that chicken sandwich when you put the $20 on the table and say that you're getting ready to have the McChicken on the McDonald's menu. You see what I mean? So in order to really look at this thing the right way, okay, look for the invisible everywhere you go, even amongst the things that are seen. You see what I mean? Even amongst the things that are seen, look for the invisible, because the invisible is the only thing that you can trust. You see, there's a word is a word called ethereal. Ethereal. It's a word that means that it's passing away. It's passing away. Everything that you see is passing away. Everything that you see is passing away. But yet, what is unseen is not going to change. What's unseen is not going to change, and that's what you got to focus on. You got to focus on what is unseen. Okay, when you interact in your everyday living, look at the unseen. Okay, when you shake hands with your buddy, look at God. Thank God that He put that person in your path at that specific time, so that you can have a friend, so you can have a relationship. Thank the invisible God for that. You know, you got rain. You got rain. You thank God for that. You know, you got food to eat. Thank the invisible God for that, because it all eventually goes back to Him. You know what I mean? Because some people, with their lack of faith, trust in themselves, put faith in themselves, and they think they're the ones that provide food for themselves. But really, God feeds the sparrows, and He feeds you too. He may provide food for you through the sweat of your own brow. Okay, He may provide food for you through the sweat of your own brow, but He's the one doing it, because He put the breath in your body. He's the one that created you to even need food to provide. Okay, He's the one that created the food. You can't go through this thing without looking at Him. Look at the invisible one. Always look at the invisible one, and you can stick to this faith thing. You'll be all right. All right. So what I want to conclude is, you know, you can get this thing right. You can get this thing right today, and really start trusting in Jesus for real. Really start trusting in Him for real. Trust in that invisible God and focus on your relationship with Him, and you'll see some things happen. You'll see some things happen. So just trust and believe. Trust and believe that He is, and keep on going to the cross daily. Keep the faith.